It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Here's the former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And 11 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 73. Great. Set.
Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. Look at the big fella go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Great. Set. 63. Anyone.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running the toss to Irving. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Eagles nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you can try.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to get this to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Irvin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
180! Done!
From the gun, Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Hey, look! Watch out!
Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Done!
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4th down, and Baker Mayfield gives way to his teammate at Oklahoma, kicker Austin Seibert. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No.
Now a toss right to Barkley. Dances by him. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Great. Hey!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good, good. Delta.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shamar Stewart in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Mayfield down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 3rd and 20. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd and 7 operating from the 34. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Shipley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll drop the throw. Coach fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 15. First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's caught. Emeka Egbuka.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
2nd and 5. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort. So we're going to have a pause here for an injury. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. This 2nd and 4.
No touch, no touch.
Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
No touch, no touch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
73. Great, set. Trim it. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Great, set. No touch.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Eluding the pressure right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll start out here with the option left. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 44 yards. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
63.
Hurts will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
Eagles 17. Buccaneers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Going for the deep ball. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
3rd and 5.
Hey, hold on. 180. Point it right. Mayfield
to throw it. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cooper. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. A run up the middle with Irving. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Bucky Irving, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Eagles 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Up the middle they go. It's Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll run on first down. It's Cooper. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
180! Regular. Watch out!
Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. This will get the lead up to 7. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Great. Shit. 180.
Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd down.
Out.
Here's Hurts to throw. His throw incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll set up a throw. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. 4th down, 10 yards to go.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Crowd love Yeti. Man.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now again, right side, Cooper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pierce now up the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll run again. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Protect. 180!
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Bucs, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.